The OnePlus 9R was launched around a year back, and recently I managed to get my hands on it thanks to some really good discounts. And you know me, I just couldn't let this one miss out on some customization goodness, especially since this is the phone that I use as my primary device. It has to have that uniqueness added to it. So this is my OnePlus 9R, and this is how I made it personal. Alright, so starting off with the launcher that I'm using, you know that I really like to use Nova or Launcher in all my setups, right? But this time around I'm using the stock OnePlus launcher that came pre-installed with Oxygen OS 11. To be honest, this is probably one of the very few stock launchers out there that provides a decent number of customization options. Now the settings I went with for achieving this kind of a setup includes having a grid size of 5x6 with the icon size set to the smallest one available and enabling the hide app names option. Next I went ahead and disabled the add icons to home screen option and also enabled the Google feed to the left of the home screen. I do wish there was an option to hide the status bar, but it's definitely not that big of a deal for this setup at least. Now onto the main home screen, this is where I put in some thought process to make it look minimal yet aesthetic. Now the wallpaper that I'm using is from a Google Photos album where you can find a curated collection of some really cool Unsplash wallpapers. These look so elegant that they gave me a really hard time selecting which one to use as a backdrop for the setup. So I went ahead and tried out a lot of options before finally settling with this backdrop that you're currently seeing right now. I believe this one looks fresh and soothes your eyes every time you pick up your phone. Now before we move on to the widgets, I wanted to take a moment to talk about the icon pack that I used in this setup. This one is called Basit, and the icons here are just so clean that I just couldn't go with any other icon pack. I already talked about this icon pack in my top icon packs of 2021 video, and right now it has over 1500 icons which look really beautiful. Now the only caveat of using the OnePlus launcher is that you cannot use different icon packs for the home screen and the app drawer. But honestly, the Basit icon pack provides such good looking icons, I think it was definitely a worthy choice. Alright, now it's time to talk about the widgets, and just like always, I'm using KWGT and I have 4 of these in my current setup, 2 on this page and 2 on the next one. So on the main home page right from the top, we have an old school analog clock widget which has been taken from the Elements for KWGT widget pack, and this is widget number 203. I got the clock isolated from what was below that, you'll soon find out why I did that. But I think this one has a strong HTC vibe added to it. It's good stuff. I have it set up to open the clock application whenever I tap on it, and this can be done through the KWGT widget settings. Next, below the clock widget is a very useful widget that is taken from the Coda for Custom pack, and this one is widget K50. I just love how this one shows you a little bit of everything ranging from the day, date, time, weather conditions, and even the battery percentage, while streamlining with the aesthetics, and tapping on this widget launches my calendar application. Alright, on to page number 2, and this is where you'll find some more aesthetic widgets, both of which are taken from the aforementioned Elements for KWGT widget pack. The top one is widget number 174, and this one is used to display the weather conditions along with the forecast for the next couple of days. And tapping on this widget launches the default OnePlus weather app. Below that is a very unique looking music player widget, and this is widget 169 to be precise. You can use this widget to play or pause the current track, skip between music tracks, or launch the music application that you're currently using. So as you can probably tell by now, all these widgets have a very functional aspect to them, and needless to say, I just fell in love with the aesthetics of the entire home screen setup. Now as much as the app drawer is concerned, I have a fairly good number of applications installed, and the OnePlus launcher has this unique hidden space option where I keep all of my office apps along with my usual applications for wallpapers, icon packs, and many more. A few notable apps I'd like to mention here, one would be the Movies Edge application. I really dig the way it makes use of the Edge screen visualizer, and the always on display is super clutch as well. Also, I do not play games on my phone that much, but every now and then I might find myself messing around with the all-time favorite Angry Birds or some 8-ball pool action. Aside from that, there's InShots, my newsfeed app. You might have heard me talking about this app in my previous Making It Personal video, but ever since then the app has got some really nice improvement updates and it has been performing really well. Another way I make my phone personal is by using accessories. Now I'm a case guy, I wouldn't want my phone to get smashed in any way possible, so I have this really cool looking case from a company called Kappa. Now this is a case that was meant for the OnePlus 8T, and that's why you're seeing this tiny gap in the camera module section. But overall this is a case that doesn't look bulky at all and provides decent protection for my 9R. Alright, so that was pretty much how I made the OnePlus 9R personal to me. The links to download all the applications and everything are there in the video description, so don't forget to check them all out. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. So this is me Rohit signing off. I'll see you guys in my next video and thank you so much for watching.